as close as you want to get on Fox Sports over the course of the next month. We've got everything covered. More immediately, it is main event time here. The Eliminator, Otis Griffin from the United States, Danny Green, the local hero. Hussey, what's your prediction?
I think he'll stop him late in the fight. Just work on his jab early. He'll be very sharp, very strong, and probably hopefully stop him late in the round.
Paul, look into your crystal ball.
I think a 6-round knockout. I think this fight is a lot harder than what some people thought there could be. A lot of people think Danny's just assuming he's going to win, but I think this is going to be a great performance, a great opportunity for Danny Green to get to a world title fight.
What we have seen from Otis Griffin in the limited opportunities or the limited vision we have seen, he's got a great work ethic, a great constitution, if you like. He throws a lot of punches. He's not in there to shirk his responsibility.
He's very professional. He's really prepared. He changed his sleeping patterns to get ready for this fight, coming on the side of the planet. And from what I've seen, I've been very impressed, but it's all going to count tonight in the ring. And when you're in the ring with Danny Green, you know you're in for one fight.
It's been quite the preparation for Danny Green, who was originally meant to fight Manny Siaka. That was put on hold. This is the weigh-in yesterday. Danny Green and Otis Griffin both weighing in and both underneath the light heavyweight limit of 79.38 kilos. Ismail Salas just casting an eye over Otis Griffin. He's a very confident young guy too, a very personable young guy from all reports as well.
I'll be confident coming in here, you know, he's done the right thing, he's done, you know, he's adjusted, he's climatized, so he's here for a big fight, you know, it's a chance for him to make it up into the ranking, to the world title shot, so he's got nothing to lose.
Paul, that's where we're sort of blind, being down under all the time. We're saying what a great opportunity it is for Danny Green. Danny's going to do this, Danny's going to do that. But for Otis Griffin, it's like Pablo Neves a couple of weeks ago. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Look, we've seen most recently with Victor Chin, you cannot underestimate anybody. We saw that with Danair. And Otis Griffin's coming down here tonight. He feels he's a real chance of winning this fight. Maybe thinks that Danny Green's getting towards the end of his career.
Yep.
Now, we believe Danny Green's got a lot left, but unless Danny puts it on tonight and shows us tonight, he can be beaten.
Light heavyweight rankings around the world as they stand at the moment. That's what this is all about, climbing your way to the top. What about that top four? Woods, Johnson, Tarver and Jones. At 7 is Briggs, at 10 is Green, Otis Griffin at 14. Well, Antonio Tarver, as a target, wasn't too far away from Danny Green and his team.
Well, the fight they wanted was Tarver or Pete Woods, the IBF World Champion. But there's so many opportunities out there, not just for Danny Green, but we see for Paul Briggs as well. It's a red-hot light heavyweight division, and Danny Green wants to show tonight that he can win the big fights.
Okay, let's wind back the clock. Earlier this year, it was in January. Melbourne was the venue. Danny Green's second fight as a light heavyweight. His opponent, tough local boy, Paul Murdoch. And here we go, main event time. The headline act on Lights Out. It is Danny Green and Paul Murdoch. Danny in the green, Paul Murdoch in the straight black. We are doing it at light heavyweight for 12 3-minute periods if we go to the judges' scorecards.
Key for Danny Green has always been those fast combinations. It's not just the power, it's the speed he puts on him as well.
Speaking to Paul Murdoch yesterday, when queried on where he thinks he can beat Danny, he said, if Danny wants to box, I'll box. If he wants to fight, he's also come to the right place.
Paul Murdoch's really just happy to stand there in front of him at the moment. He's not using any side-to-side movement.
As far as height and reach goes, statistically, it says there is no difference, and Murdoch took that right on the nose. Green, very quick, in establishing the left hand, the leading jab.
Danny's nice right uppercut there from Danny Green. He's always prepared to dig that jab to the body as well as go up high.
Doubling up with the left hand there, and Paul Murdoch felt both of them. Unable to get into the space of Danny Green there. Murdoch last fought December 12, so he's been very active, has spent a period over Christmas and New Year in New Zealand training with Mike Edwards and the team over there just to get out of his comfort zone over the festive season.
Got some good rounds over there. He's very happy with preparation. have been more off balance and hurt than Andy.
Don't hang in there. Get up, free. Get up, free. Break. Don't punch. Break clean. Box.
Interesting to have a look at that replay. We certainly will at the end of the round. Here's machine like Danny. I think we all agree whether you're a pro Danny Green or anti-Danny Green that he looks a lot more physically fit and just a lot healthier with an extra 3 or 4 kilograms on his frame.
I think that's the key. He is healthier. He really is a light heavyweight. And he's still got that tremendous hand speed. And he's already surprised Paul Murdoch. He's been on the canvas and he's taken some right hands here.
Closing in on the bell to signal the end of round number 1. And a staggering right hand. Murdoch was stunned late in the round. He was unsteady going back to the red corner.
Okay, can you see when you find your proper angle, you can punch him very easy. It's very important, Danny, to keep loose, nice and easy your angles. Eh? With this, you get him easy. Easy one.
Let's have a look at the knockdown from round number 1. It's a short shot that got him. Was the first left hand. Hit nothing more than a jab. It caught Murdoch awkwardly. There was plenty behind it. What also hurt Paul Murdoch was a shot in the final seconds of the round. A 10-8 to Danny Green. Round number 1.
Well, just like Danny Green surprised Marcus Bayer and so many other fighters, he's done it again to Murdoch.
Has been hit a couple of times in the first few seconds of round number 2.
It just shows you the speed and power he's got in that left jab. You hurt Murdoch, it was off balance, and then he just pushed him over with a second shot. What a great start from Danny Green. And this is the stronger, healthier, explosive Danny Green that we've been looking for the last couple of years.
Doubling up the left hand there, Murdoch has cut to underneath the right arm. And the boys are getting it on! Murdoch is down! He is to his feet, he is unsteady. Twice in 2 rounds. Malcolm Bulmer. Calls it off on the advice of Bob Murdoch. The father of Paul Murdoch had called it off. Danny Green is victorious in round number 2. That is the love of a father that stopped his son getting hurt in front of a national audience.
Well, Per Murdoch was hurt. He was down. The legs had gone. He was wobbly. The man wanted to continue. He's got tremendous pride. But his father just called the referee, Malcolm Bulmer, and asked him to stop the fight. And Danny Green is back.
Yeah, Danny Green is back, and we will see more of the Green Machine in just a couple of minutes' time. The victory over Paul Murdoch, as we said earlier, the first and foremost thing in boxing is a fighter's safety, and a father's love for his son was evident then, wasn't it, Huss?
I mean, that's great. It's great to see that. Hopefully we'll see more of that in the future, you know. If a person's got no chance of winning, what's the use of letting him get injured and get hurt? Live and fight another day.
And making it even more of a point was the fact Bob Murdoch himself has been there and done it. Paul's a second-generation fighter.
Look, Danny Green hurt Paul Murdoch in that fight. There's no doubt about that. So it was the right thing to do. And so many times you see a corner let a fighter take unnecessary punishment when they're hurt. And that's what hurts all of boxing.
Okay, let's go behind the scenes. We are in the Danny Green dressing room. The Green Machine going over final preparations. There is not a lot said. It's amazing. I still believe I got the greatest job in Australian rugby league and boxing commentary, and the thing that intrigues me the most is seeing different individuals and how they prepare for battle, whether it's in the 13-a-side game or in the individual pursuit.
You always see whether in the football scene, you see one person singing by himself, one person to the music. Everyone's got different ways of preparing for things.
Danny is just such a relaxed customer, Paul Upham. It's the old equivalent of rugby line fever. He's still relaxed now, some 10 minutes from heading to the ring.
He's just such a complete professional in every sense of the word. We saw recently with someone like Roy Jones Jr. who wants 100 people in his dressing room pumping him up. Danny Green's not like that. He just wants to focus, switch on when it's time to switch on for the fight, and come out and do the business.
What's been, in your mind, Hussey, the big improvement in Danny Green since moving to light heavyweight? We've seen victories over Jason Delisle and Paul Murdoch.
He looks very sharp, very strong and comfortable, and looks very, very healthy. You know, that's something, it may look like he struggled and so on, but yeah, he looks very healthy, very strong and very sharp, and he's carrying his power with him, which is great to see.
Okay, the real concern for Danny Green is, and his trainer Salas, is the fact that Danny has just completed 11 rounds in the last 14 months. Is ring rust a problem?
I don't think so, Andy, because Danny Green trains so hard. You go to watch a Danny Green training session, it's like a fight. Yep. He's so dedicated. He's taken time off. He's not pushing himself 12 months of the year like he used to anymore. Yep. He's having that rest. So I think Danny Green is a professional ever since the word that he's learnt so much from his losses to make him a better fighter.
Danny Green, of course, was meant to fight Manny Siaka in this very venue going back now 2 months or thereabouts. He had reached the most intense part of the training, some 10 weeks out before the fight was cancelled. How hard has it been to refocus and redirect your energy?
I mean, the first 2 weeks after the fight would have been hard to get motivated again until he knew who he was fighting. Once he knew he was fighting, then he knew how to train for it. And he's a professional, like we've said before. He does it properly. He does everything the right way. Whether he's running, whether he's eating properly, whether he's doing weights, he does it 100% in the right professional way. And he'll adapt no problem to this fight.
Plenty of local celebrities, and Danny's love of the West Coast Eagles is pretty well known. There's a guy that's been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons over the course of the last 6 or 9 months. Is Benny Cousins, one of the West Coast Eagles, in the crowd tonight, enjoying a little bit of the action ringside at the Challenge Stadium. Once again, plenty coming your way in the Worlds and the Wallabies. More immediately, it is the business end of the night here at the Challenge Stadium in Perth, Western Australia, where their favourite boxing son, the Green Machine, Danny Green, will go nose to nose, toe to toe with a Californian by the name of Otis Griffin. Both of these light heavyweights are genuine top 15 boxers, and the opportunity for the winner here to move one step closer to Boxing World Championship gold. At this point in time, let's give the final word to the fighters. Has Danny Green been happy with his preparation?
Preparation's been perfect. I had 10 hard rounds of sparring last Wednesday to finish the week out. Had 10 really good, sharp rounds. I'm very happy with my performance in the whole lead up to the preparation. Being relatively injury-free, which is always a bonus. Job's done, mate. The hard work's over.
I know Danny Green is a tough guy. He comes forward, works behind the jab, throws a lot of straight punches and stuff. I'm trying to take advantage of that with my movement and everything. I'm a bigger person, mass-wise, so I'm trying to be physically imposing, of course, and just, box.